Shalom. Kol Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. I just wanted to make a video concerning the times that we're living in. As always, just really in the spirit of prophecy. But you have different camps out here, specifically one in particular, that they're in the spirit of prospering, and they're in the spirit of building, you can just say. And their hope is that America continues. And without saying it, that really is the spirit and mindset of a lot of different camps. And they're leading people astray. They're leading them down the wrong path. We need to be in the mindset of this place being overthrown, of this age, this eon being cast away, right? Which means Esau goes down, Israel, we come up through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And so we need to make sure, of course, we're not in the spirit of building. We weren't told to build. We weren't told to make sure that our communities are nice and strong and our people are flourishing in terms of their education and things like that. No, we're not in the spirit of building, nothing like that. We're in the spirit of prophesying and looking for all these things to take place on the earth. So I'm going to start here in the book of Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to every purpose. To everything there is a season, a time to every purpose. So we have to ask ourselves, it's not our will. What's the purpose of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai right now? Why does he want this place to be thrown down? What's the whole purpose? Why is it happening? And it's really indirectly, of course, for our benefit, but of course for righteousness to reign, for his son, Yahushai, to reign, and by extension, of course, that means us, for us to learn what it is and what it looks like to be disobedient and not to listen to the Lord's laws. You see how we're now trapped up under our enemies. We're in our enemy's land. We're nowhere near Israel, our homeland, where we should be. But it's all been a learning process now. And now we're doing our best through faith to come back to the Lord in truth and in sincerity. So as a summary, that's the Lord's purpose. Now this place is going to be thrown down. Babylon, which is America, is going to be completely destroyed. Esau and the other nations are going to go into captivity for a very long time. After that, Esau is going to be completely burnt up, according to the book of Obadiah. And the other nations, they'll have their plots of land. And from there, we're going to continue ruling forever. That's what we should be talking about. That's what we should be looking forward to, not trying to build up communities here forever, have our people flourishing in Esau's kingdom forever. No, that doesn't make any sense. It says a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. So there's a time to break down, there's a time to build up. And we shouldn't be in the spirit of building up. We shouldn't be making our people to feel like they should be comfortable with being in that spirit either. No. We should be looking for all hell to break loose, meaning Jacob's trouble fully manifests itself. That's what we should be looking forward to right now, not anything else. So it's a time for everything. From there, I want to read the book of Ezekiel 37, because of course Yahushai is going to be the person that allows all these things to happen. It's through his sacrifice. Of course, I'll say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but the Most High put his son in a position where through his sacrifice, now of course, you want children, you're going to be able to have children. You want to build a kingdom, you're going to be able to have a kingdom. It's going to be built to your liking, and so on and so forth. So we sacrifice right now in order to gain 100-fold later. So this is Ezekiel 37, verse 25. It says, "And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant." And this is talking about an end-time prophecy when we're actually put back in that land, "wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein. And even they and their children, and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. So when we talk about building up communities and things like that, of course, it begins with the people in that community. We shouldn't be in the spirit of pushing family and, yeah, why not? Get you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kids, and just start going crazy. Now, if things happen, they happen, but you shouldn't be striving, right, to create this huge family here, because that means you're in the mindset of this place continuing. You want to see your kids get older. You want to see how they progress throughout this world, see them age. Look, it's a beautiful thing in general. The idea is lovely, but that's not the mindset that we should be in. So you can't get mad at us just because we're trying to make sure that you're in the right mindset. Because 100% guaranteed, when Jacob's trouble hits, you're going to be looking back, thinking like, damn, I wish I would have listened. I wish I would have gotten my mind right. I wish I would have acted differently. Now, when Yahushua returns, look, it says our children's and our children's children are going to dwell in the land of Israel forever. Forever. So that's what we push. We push no building here right now. The building will happen and start in the kingdom. And your job should be your job should be striving to make sure that you make it in the kingdom on the first go around. Not later, not thinking, oh, okay, well, we gonna be in the kingdom anyway. All Israel gets saved. No, there's a harsh judgment that's coming if you don't make it on this go around. Harsh judgment. The Bible talks about being tormented. Read the book of Revelation 14. Yeah, that word is in the Bible. People always say only God can judge me. You don't want God to judge you. You don't want his judgment. You want to go through some chastisement right now. Cool. That kind of a judgment. You don't want Jacob's trouble judgment. You don't want nuclear missile Armageddon judgment. That's not what you want. So we wait, knowing that, of course, a lot of these promises, well, all the promises concerning the kingdom haven't been fulfilled yet, but they will be very, very soon. The other precept that I had was Matthew 24. And right here, verse 36. It says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Talking about when Yahushua returns, that day. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days, that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Meaning, before Yahushua returns, people are going to be doing the same exact thing. Marrying, giving in marriage, eating, drinking, meaning they're partying, they're building, creating families, making sure that things are going right in their community, looking for their world to prosper, looking for things to continue. No, we're not trying to succeed here. True success is having the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, being obedient to what the Lord's will is. That's true success. Right now, all of us are just getting by. And hey, if you get a better job, then cool. You're able to get by financially a little bit better. Great. Whoop-de-freaking-do. At the end of the day, you're still going to go through certain chastisements and tribulations, especially if you're a part of the elect. The Lord is going to make sure it happens to get that dross off, to make sure that you're ready for this test that's coming in Jacob's trouble. So we are not to be like those people that are pushing families and building, making sure our people have good education and the proper health care, things like that. If you want to do that, make it separate. You do it on your own time. Don't make it as if it's a part of the doctrine, as if it's a part, somewhere in the Bible, because it's not. It's not. We should be on prophecies. Our mind should be on prophecies, I should say. And we should be telling our people the very same thing. Get your mind ready for what is to come. That's how you build up your own house. Start there. Build up you and your house. Make sure y'all are good. Make it in the chariot first. And then when Yahweh Shai returns, the Lord's will, we receive salvation. Then we can do all the building that you want. You can go crazy. But that's it. Just wanted to make that really fast. Lord willing, it was edifying to the elect. Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak. The belongings to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.